Well, yesterday I released a video that basically started World War III within our community. And although I admit I expected some form of backlash, it's definitely to the point now where at least I feel like I should address some things that you guys are concerned about. So
yesterday I was on Twitch and a guy stopped in and I was gaming and he said, Trey, I lost all respect for you with the video that you put out yesterday. I can't believe that you would turn your back on APES. I can't believe you would turn your back on retail investors. I'll never respect you again.
So apparently that video was dropped yesterday by Trey Collins on his channel, and it was in response to his video from the day before, apparently, about a 100K price tag for AMC. Now, you guys know I've been out of the loop for a couple days, so I'm just getting caught back up with what's been going on. I want to discuss that price tag, the gentleman and his comment about Trey. Is Trey a sellout to the ape community? And also talk about Al from Boston and Tom Z and these Panama Papers with Citadel and Ken Griffin. What does it mean for the squeeze? Okay, but before we get way too far ahead of ourselves,
cue the speeder.
Good evening, beautiful people. Guys, what's going on? It is Wednesday, June 8th, 2022. And the first thing I want to touch on before we get any deeper into Trey and the 100K is the SEC. I believe they're meeting today. They're talking about the trading apps and payment for order flow. This article yesterday is from CNN. Alison Morrow was reporting on the changes we could see coming to the stock market. This is something I'm keeping my eye on. And of course, when we get some more information later today, I'll have it possibly for the live stream tonight. All right, but let's get into the first subject matter, and that is Trey and the 100K. And where did that number originate from? Now, I'm not 100% positive on this, but I believe the first time I heard the 100K price for AMC shares was about a year ago, and that came from Tom Zulolo's channel. And as you can see, they are all loaded with 100K, 100K price possible, 100K from hedge fund, 500K exposed 100K, exposed info, leaked tactics, exposed data. There was a lot of that going around about a year ago. To each his own if you're finding him entertaining or informative. But last year, when I first started watching him, I thought his titles were clickbaity, and I thought 100K was out of the question. And it seems like he's still going down that avenue right now with clickbait and unnecessary videos backing up Al from Boston and the Panama Papers. We'll talk about that in a second.
sellout. I addressed this. You can believe whatever you want. I'm not here to convince you either way. If I was offered money to sell out, I would just take that to the SEC and I'd make double or triple whatever they offered me. 100,000, touched on it. I want to close on this.
If I share an opinion that you don't necessarily agree with, for in this instance, what I think is a realistic price target, which is a pretty normal thing that I think we should be able to discuss, and all of a sudden you've lost respect for me over a number, you never respected me. And to be frank, I don't want you in my corner.
Now, those of you who've been following me for a while know that I've always backed Trey pretty much on every subject matter across the board, because of the influence that he had on me to buy and hold AMC. Now, in the last year and a half, I don't know what he's been up to. I've had a hard time keeping in touch with him. But as far as him turning his back on the community by saying that he doesn't think 100K is a possible price target, I think that's a little disingenuous. And whatever your issues may be with Trey, I don't think that he is out to hurt the community by this video or trying to get anyone to paper hand. I think he doesn't want people to be holding the bag waiting around for 100K. And I can't lie, I agree with a lot of what Trey has said about this 100K price tag, and I've been saying it for a long time, and I'm only basing that off of what I've come to learn about the system and the government and the way things are run in this country. And also to see what happened with GameStop back in January when they wouldn't even let it hit 500 before they pulled the buy button. I don't put anything past these guys. And I always thought that 100K was just out of the realm of possibility for legitimate numbers of shares to be sold at that price and really to help retail. That's why I've always said, make sure you have enough shares so you don't sell yourself short. And look, guys, of course, this is always just based off our opinions, our speculation. The truth is, nobody, not me, not Trey, not nobody knows how high this can possibly go, how long it could touch those prices, how far down we could dip after massive spikes. We just don't know because no one's ever seen anything like this before. And that's the truth about it. Now, some channels out there are going with best case scenarios. Some are going with worst case scenarios. I think I try to keep it pretty balanced. But I can be honest with you right now and say I am not waiting around holding back too many of my shares waiting for a 100K price tag. And of course, guys, I am not here to tell you what to do with your shares. You sell at whatever price, you hold to whatever price you'd like. I am just here telling you what I'm doing. These Panama Papers, this Ken Griffith offshore bank accounts, this 4chan leak revealed. This is a Tom Z. Shout out to Al from Boston. And I thought it was quite interesting that Al got very excited about this. Take a listen.
All right, everybody. This is Al from Boston, and this is an exclusive. My boy Jesse God came through in a big way. Here you're seeing it first, and from nobody else. We are about to see Ken Griffin and Citadel's offshore holdings. All of them. All of them. We got the son of a bitch. We got it here. We got it now. All right? Take a look. This is where we found it. This is where we saw it. And this is where we found. Look at this. Look. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Panama, Malta, Bahamas, the Virgin Islands.
I tell you what would be really exciting about this article was if we had a time machine and we could go back to April of 2016 when these documents were first leaked to the public and to the world. We've known about the Panama Papers for a long time. I guess the excitement is based off knowing the actual numbers Citadel is using in these offshore accounts as a tax haven. Don't know what that has to do with the MOASS right now, except maybe that's where they could find some funds to pay us. I think it's a good possibility that there's a lot of creators right now, AMC YouTube creators, who are struggling to come up with content and possibly are just grasping at straws, trying to put anything out there just to get a couple videos up. They might be running out of material depending on how many videos you made over the last year and a half. I want to leave you with what Jeff Forbes said. I think he hit the nail on the head when he talked about what his expectations were to come out on the other side of this. And I couldn't echo them any better. So I'll let Jeff do the talking from here on out.
My wishes out of this are threefold. One, that these over-leveraged manipulative funds get absolutely smacked, okay? Next one is that obviously that change is brought forth, not only for us, okay, I'm 32 years old, not only for us and be able to continue trading and investing in the stock market, but obviously for generations to come, okay? I'm looking for change, something I can actually put a check mark on, something I can lay down, all right, you know, when I'm 60, 70, 80 years old and really say like, yeah, after a push on X, Y, and Z, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, you know, change was made because of that. All right, that's a lasting effect, okay? That's generational. My last one is going to be that obviously everybody who continues to show up every single day, grind hard, and I know some of us, okay, inside this are some of you guys are struggling, and my wish is that for at least a moment in time, whether it's a week, a month, a year, 10 years, generational, whatever it may be, there is a moment to where you can feel some sort of satisfaction and get a win under your belt.
And honestly, I couldn't agree with him more. That was an impeccable way to word what we are doing here, at least what I feel like we've been doing. And that's why I've stuck with it this long. And I know you guys are still here too, because of at least one of those reasons. So we at least have that in common. We can discuss and argue about 100K per share and all that kind of stuff. Maybe even bring it up tonight on the live stream. But this video is starting to run a little late and I got to start prepping for live. So if you guys made it this far in the video, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, if you haven't subscribed yet, take the time to do that. As always, guys, thank you for all the likes, the views, the comments. My new subscribers, my OGs, I appreciate each and every one of you. We are here to break the wheel. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.